Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Iran and Pakistan and what's going on there, the back and forth. We're going to talk about the risk of it spreading, whether or not that's likely, what the general consensus is. And then we're also going to kind of go over the players and we're going to clear up one major misconception that I think it's really important that we get straight. Um, okay, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you missed the news. Iran has been engaging in a series of strikes, and they've been doing it, in a lot of places, really. But some of them were in Pakistan. Iran is saying that they are hitting militant groups hostile to them that are hiding in Pakistan. In response, Pakistan hit what they are saying were militant groups hostile to them in Iran. That sounds really unlikely and kind of weird, right? It's not. Both countries have been claiming that the other has either intentionally or unintentionally harbored militants hostile to them, and this has been going on a while. So that's not as bizarre as it sounds. The big question with something like this, obviously, is it going to escalate? There's a risk, no doubt. But I think if it does escalate, the odds are it will be a low-level back and forth like what we've seen so far. The odds of it escalating beyond that, it's not zero, but it's not high either, especially because China has already stepped in. We talked about it over on the other channel in the roads to foreign policy dynamics and aid. We talked about how world powers do not like it when their regional power allies, start to duke it out. So generally, they step in pretty quickly and try to normalize relations and get everybody, back on the same page. China is reportedly already doing that. Keep in mind, when world powers do this, it's not out of any altruistic notion of world peace or anything like that. If the regional powers start to fight, they're going to want their world power ally to choose a side, and the world power doesn't want to be put in that position, so they try to squash the conflict. Okay, so that's a brief overview. Now, the misconception that definitely needs to be cleared up is that this doesn't have anything to do with October 7th. This doesn't have to do with Gaza. This has to do with January 3rd. Remember, Iran got hit. There was a major attack, and the prevailing belief is that it was a non-state actor. Iran is going after that non-state actor. That's what they're saying, and some of what they're doing actually tracks with that. So, take it for what it is. But there is a widespread misconception that somehow this is linked to Gaza. It's not. This is an entirely different thing. And it's definitely worth keeping that in mind as political talking points get developed. So, short version, too late, right? Okay. There is a high probability that this is the end of it, because China's already stepped in. If they're successful, this will be the end of it. If it escalates, your most likely escalation is going to be just a back and forth like what you've seen so far. There is a risk, it's a non-zero chance that it does escalate further. But that's unlikely because neither one of these countries actually wants to go to war with the other one. That would be... It would be a draining conflict for both of them that they don't really want. So hopefully this will resolve itself pretty quickly. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.